Hello, in this video we'll learn an important topic of integration. So before we do that, let's just recall differentiation. For example, if I give you y equals, say, x cubed plus 6, and the question is to find dy by dx. So the differentiation of x cubed using the power rule is 3x squared, and the differentiation of 6 is 0. So the answer is 3x squared. Now this process is called differentiation. If I tell you to reverse the process, so for example, if I give you dy by dx, and I tell you find y, so reversing the process will be called integration. So how do you do it? You move the dx on the other side. So you say dy equals 3x squared dx, and then you apply integration to both sides. The sign for integration is called the integral, which looks like this. This is the sign of the integral. And then using a set of formulas, we get y equals, we'll see what they are in examples, so it becomes x cubed. Now if you look at y here and y in here, we see that the 6 is missing. So remember, when you reverse the process, you won't be able to get the constant back unless you have initial conditions, which we'll see when we do applications. But we won't be able to get the constant back. And because of that, whenever you do integration, you have to put a plus c at the end as a constant, which could be there. So that's your answer. So let's do some example where you have to do integration using a set of formulas, where you have to reverse the process of differentiation. So for example, if I tell you differentiate 4x to the 4, and there should also be a dx at the end. So if this variable is t, there should be a dt. If this variable was a, there should be a dA, and so on. This tells you what variable you are integrating. Okay, so if I give you a problem like this, you should go to the list of formulas and apply the formula. So the first one is the constant multiple rule. If there is a constant before the formula, just like differentiation, the constant remains as it is, and you only apply the integration to the function. So remember, there's a constant, the constant needs to go out of the integral. And then all you have to do is apply the formula to x to the 4, which is power rule of integration, which is this one. So x to the n becomes xn plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c, the third one. So n here is 4 on the power. So it should become x5 over 5 plus c. And that is your answer. Okay, let's do one more. Similarly, if I give you integral, say 7 ln, no ln is yet. If I give you integral 7 over x dx, so you do it the same way. If there is a constant, the constant needs to come outside, and then apply the formula. So 1 over x is the last one here, logarithmic. So 1 over x should become, the 7 should remain as it is, and we'll do ln of x plus c. So just like that, move the constant outside and compare the formulas, you should get the answer. Let's do one more. So I give you 8e to the x dx. So bring the 8 outside, and then compare the formula. E to the x is this one, where k is 1. So this remains as it is, and the 8 remains as it is, plus c. Okay, now let's do a problem where there is a combination of functions. For example, if I give you 8 plus 9x squared plus 6 over x dx. Okay, if a problem like this shows up, what you should do is, step 1, distribute the integration to all three of them. Keep the 8 as it is, the 9 can come outside, x squared inside, the 6 can come outside, and put dx to all of them. The 8 can come outside over here as well. So this should be 8 dx plus and a plus, because there's a plus between them. Now remember, the integral of just dx, even if the formula is not given, is x. The integral of x squared will be x cubed over 3 using the power rule of integration. The integral of 1 over x dx will be ln x using the formulas. And you only put a plus c at the end, because at the beginning there was only one integral. So at the end you should put only 1 plus c. And this is why. That's your answer. This type of integration is called indefinite integration, where it reverses the process of differentiation. Now there's another type of integration which is called definite integration. So let's see what that is. Now for example, if I give you something like this, 9x squared dx, yeah, simple one. And now if I put numbers here, 1 and 2, say for example. So if you have a number on the integral, then it will be called the definite integration. And all the steps remain the same, but what it's really giving you is that if you have 9x squared, the graph of 9x squared looks something like this. So this is 1, this is 2. The answer to this problem will give you the area below 9x squared from 1 to 2. So just make a note, definite integrals will give you the area below the graph from the given points. And you do it the same way. Step 1, bring the 9 outside. You can ignore the 1 and 2 right now. And then apply the formula. It becomes 9x3 over 3 plus c. You simplify, it becomes 3x cubed plus c. So just remember, when you're doing definite integration, the c disappears. And then all you have to do is put your answer in a bracket and say this is from 1 to 2. And then what you need to do is make 2 brackets, put a negative sign between them. Now you do this in definite integration. In place of x, you put the top number first, which is 2. So you get 3 times 2 cubed. And in the second bracket, you put the bottom number. And then you find the value of this. So this is 8 times 3, 24, minus 3, 25. This 25 is the area below the graph from 1 to 2 of 9x squared. So this is what you do for definite integration. All the steps remain the same, but only at the end you do one more step where you plug in the values and calculate the final answer. Let's do one more. So I give you 6 plus 4x dx, simple one, from 1 to 3. Step 1, distribute the integration. And apply the formulas. We get 6x plus 4x squared over 2 plus c, which simplifies to 6x plus 4 divided by 2 is 2, 2x squared plus c. And then you have to do one more step because it's a definite integral. You get rid of the c, put the answer in the bracket, and say from 1 to 3 because that was your original problem. Now make two brackets. In the first bracket, in place of x, plug in 3. You get 6 times 3 plus 2 times 3 squared. In the second bracket, replace the 1. Calculate the final answer. How much is this? 18 plus 18. So 36 minus, you can check the answer if it's right, 8. Right? So 36 minus 8 is 28. Now what is the meaning of 28? It's very important to understand. If you draw the graph of 6 plus 4x, it should look something like that. Right? Going through 6. Now from the point 1 to 3, if you draw the area below the graph, the area is 28 square units. And this will be used in application. I hope that made sense. Any such problem, you can do it in this way. Any questions, you can type in below and hopefully I can answer them.